several things that I want to talk about that I've already talked about on the website. That's pretty much it. And I'll pick a few video game world records to talk about. It's going to be really exciting. Hit that subscribe button. Hi, folks. Welcome to Settle It on the Screen, the late night show, monthly late night show to entertain and inform you about the world of competitive gaming. I am Michael Soroka. And there's a black screen because they already want me off the air. Oh, they brought me back. I am here to supposedly entertain you about the world of competitive gaming. And when I mean competitive gaming, I mean mostly high score chasing at twingalaxies.com. And maybe just a smidge of speedrunning at Twin Galaxies. No glitch runs, none of that stuff. No Nick today, no Glenn today. I'm thinking everybody is still at the Game Fest in Texas, California Extreme, which ended earlier, about maybe a couple hours ago. I believe Pinball FX was this weekend. There was a lot of video game retro conventions that our community is at. So if you're not watching me live, I totally understand. Quite a bit, because I wish I was at one of those events, not coming to you guys. Maybe coming live from there, but that's it. Hi, I can't see the chat. You just subbed. Thank you very much. Thanks for the reminder. If you guys would like to support us, I know we're not to every week or at least every other week, but if you haven't, like I said, don't spend some money. If you got an Amazon Prime, why don't you go up and click that subscribe button on Twitch? Or we do have a Patreon, which we really haven't charge many people for, but if you put a couple bucks in there every month or so, we might take a collection for a show. But we do have it set up monthly, so it's patreon.com/settleonthescreen.com. But nevertheless, we're here to talk about the Twin Galaxy stuff. If you guys are on, if you guys know me, if you guys are friends with me on what is that thing called, Discord, and you want to join in on the show, it'd be more than welcome, because I am looking for my friend named Glendo, and he's still not here. But that's okay. We'll still get by. Because, of course, well, let's get excited for today's show at least. So let's take a look at some old clip of an excited gamer. Here we go, or us.
Come on! Oh my god!
Hypersonic, yes, Hypersonic was going for that. I might have played that before last year. I couldn't remember. It was in my clips that need to be edited for excited gamers, but I'm pretty sure I didn't release that. Nevertheless, for those of you guys watching, what you guys tune into is just the select few world records. There's over 1,600 submissions at Twin Galaxy, so here we go. Let's play that theme music.
World record! World record! World record! World record! World record! We got this world record playing video games.
Latest video game world record celebrated at twingalaxies.com or wherever you are in the world. Congratulations to Zachary Lynch from Portland, Oregon. A new world record on the Super Nintendo, Super Mario Kart, NTSC, not that pal, 30 frames per second. Bowser's Castles 2, a fastest race of 1 minute, 0.47.68 seconds. Congratulations, Zachary. I believe he shaved the world record by a couple tenths of a second. That's pretty amazing, especially for the Super Nintendo. It's awesome to see those older world records just keep getting broken all the time. And thanks for the bits there, I see. Appreciate it. We're trying to get all that automated stuff. We also got Sean Courtney from Chicago, Illinois. A new world record on Asteroids Deluxe, 88,100 points on the Atari 7800. I wasn't sure if there's I think that one's more like the arcade. I think there's an Asteroids Deluxe for the 2600, but I never knew about the 7800. It's probably a lot closer to the arcade. What else do we got? We got Stampede, Atari 2600, Game 1, Difficulty B, a score of 36,719 points from Bill Rosa from Vermilion, Ohio. What a great score. Stampede, I believe Mr. Birdman and Bill have been going back and forth on the Intellivision version of Stampede, the Activision title. Nice job, Bill, of course, as he's continuing. I know he's at Channel F. I saw him I saw that on Twin Galaxies right before the show today. We got Charlie, please, Weiner. No, that's wrong. I'm terrible. Charlie Wiener. No, stop it, Mike. Just stop talking. From Kansas City, Missouri. A new world record on Super Contra for the arcade. 10,795,400 points from Charlie. Nice job. Insert coin's been around the Twin Galaxies database for a long time. I remember that username from long time ago. Long time ago. We got Astro Smash, another Astro Smash from Doug Parsons. New world record on the 15-minute limit for Astro Smash for the Intellivision. 86,385 points. I bet Mr. Al Berman's already working on that. If he doesn't know, he probably does know now. He's probably trying to relieve that score. But nice job, Doug. Nice score there on the 15-minute version. It's not longevity on that one. It's kind of a don't miss a single asteroid and never die in those first 15 minutes. That's a pretty basic strategy. But another favorite game of mine that I do want, if someone has an extra copy of Chase HQ for the Sega Genesis, you can please mail it my way. You can contact me through Facebook, Twin Galaxies. Don't use Twitter. I sign in every once a month. But we got a new record from Cole Machin from Nowhere, a new world record on Chase HQ, of course, for the Sega Genesis. 1,349,450 points. Nice job. When you're only by yourself, you really just have to non-stop talk. Dead air. Oh, we got Neil Parati from South Carolina, a new world record on Bases Loaded 2 for the NES, the second season. It should be Bases Loaded 2, the second season. 31 is the biggest blowout for Neil, and as his profile picture shows then, he is the world champion of Bases Loaded 2. World Series champion of NES. I can't even talk baseball to Glenn today. Where is that Glenn? I'm going to check up on him. Not there. Not there. Oh, well. What are you going to do? We got Jeff Molnar from Nowhere. He's got an ESI. He's a junior member there in the Twin Galaxies website. New world record on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in the Excitebike Arena. Fastest lap on the 150cc's. 36.639 seconds on that beautiful Nintendo Switch, which is a system that I still have not acquired. I've not acquired an Xbox One either. I guess I'm getting tired of collecting and trying to get every system, but I need one. Send me one of those too. Nice job, Jeff. And we got Mitch Mitchell, no relation to the Mamer, from Kansas City, Missouri, a new world record on Duck Hunt. The Fun Spot tournament settings of 2,085,000 points on Versus Duck Hunt. Nice job, Mitch, and he's also hunting there in his profile from I think it was History Channel alone. He was also featured on that show. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. Nice profile picture, Mitch. But nice job. Welcome to the scoreboard, Mitch, and hope we see more from you. And that's pretty much it, I believe. So we don't need to do the world record theme song, do we? Ooh, look at that. Ooh, we got that fancy stuff. Hey, I'm back. So those are just select few video game world records from TwinGalaxies.com. we no longer do the show on there, but we'd like to still talk with the community. Obviously, we didn't have much planned for today, but we'll get just for you, especially for you podcast listeners who barely come to the website. What the heck's going on in the Twin Galaxies realm and drama? Well, that's kind of what I'm just gonna briefly cover here. But a lot of these scores, those world records, are just select few. If you go over to Twin Galaxies, there's a whole bunch of scores, and there's a lot. There are many, many that need to be adjudicated. So here's one that's been there a while. It's time for lost in adjudication. There we go. Got that theme music. Yeah. Here we go, folks. All right. And we got still photo. All right, there we go. From Daniel Whalen, there has been a submission up there. I typically go 2 months. I know there's submissions that have been out there significantly longer. I don't know if there's an issue with this. It is a long run. It's a very impressive score. Daniel has proven himself on the other settings on Dr. Mario for the NES that have been accepted. So I'm not saying take his word for it or my word, but it's been kind of sitting there for a while, and it's, it's a big score. It's a big game for the NES, Dr. Mario. So I was quite surprised that this was still in there. So why don't you guys go take a look at it in the adjudication queue. It might be a good idea. Maybe we can push one through of those 1,600 submissions because it gets lost in all those Angry Birds and those Gran Turismo tracks and those Candy Crush tracks. I don't even know what the newest track phenomena is. That's how far I've been out of it. But thanks for the comment. Great to see you. Yes, we're still keeping the world record torch. I'll talk about that shortly. Let me know, guys, how the audio is. I don't have anybody to test with today. Can you guys hear me fine? I'm assuming. We had no issues. Yes, talking technical problems. But hey, back to the lost in adjudication. Check out Daniel's score. Dr. Mario points, high speed. You should be able to filter it out and maybe get yourself a couple extra adjudication points. That's all it does, so you can submit more. Or you can get your world record certificates. I have not seen one person's Facebook photo of ordering the Twin Galaxies certificate. They're $100, or if you have a lot of submission points, you could get a discount. I think I could get $5 off right now based on how many submission points I'm having. If you guys have gotten one of the new Twin Galaxies certificates, why don't you send me a picture on Facebook? I won't put it on the air. I'm just curious if anybody's gotten them, and I'm curious about the quality that has been greatly improved since when I used to make them in 2011 for Pete Bouvier. So I know it's got the official embosser that I used to have. I know that went back to Walter, which eventually got back to Jace. I know it comes in like a diploma type of case. So I'm just curious about that. So if any of you guys who are listening or watching, let us know if you guys have done that. We've been actually curious about that the last month or so. Oh, what's next on the docket here? Oh, man. All right, here. Just a couple things. I talk about it. If you guys follow me on Twin Galaxies, you've already heard about this stuff and probably looked at it. But for mostly our podcast viewers, not live viewers, what's going on with Twin Galaxies? I'm just trying to hit the main bullet points. Well, I guess let's go back real quick here to my beautiful face. There's really not that much going on. There's a lot of scores being submitted, a lot of scores being adjudicated. There's a little more drama coming back into the mix in terms of the dispute system. But there's no contest. I know there's a crap MAME tournament going on another website, but there's really no pressing news. It's kind of a slow time. But these are some good little bits that have happened over the past month. Very cool Variety, if you guys don't follow them. A publication on the internet. I don't know if they have a magazine anymore. I don't know, you guys can tell me. I don't have magazines. Yeah, I agree. They're quite pricey yet, and I really don't want to use my American Idiot I already have one for that. Okay, back to the article. Twin Galaxies aims to be the arbiter, but not of just high score of competitive gaming. It's a very nice article that basically talks with Jace. We really haven't heard from Jace directly since Billy Mitchell's removal of his scores, and that was via all Facebook Live video about the scores. Nothing really about Twin Galaxies, which has been kind of, I don't know, kind of, I want to say sad to a lot of the viewers. Jace used to do a thing called State of the Galaxies, where he kind of update or his plans for Twin Galaxies and got us all excited, got us all behind him, kind of made us more patient, but that's kind of gone away. And this nice article came out asking him questions over the process of removing scores and how it happened. So it's a really nice article. You guys should go read it. I ain't gonna read it for line by line. But what I did want to point out, as much as things may have not have gone the right way at Twin Galaxies, or things have slowed down to a point where, are things changing? Is it dead? Is Jace done with it? Everything takes time, and time is money, and we only have so much time in our lives to do stuff. But what I did love about this article, and I will point it out here at the very end of the article, here, I'll just read this part for you audio listeners. People couldn't believe that Twin Galaxy could ever rule against Billy Mitchell, because the history of Twin Galaxy has been that it's been promoted Billy Mitchell as sort of the front man, which is totally true. The mullet, Walter Day, the video game player of the century, then Twin Galaxies ran with that for high score play and all this other stuff. But what Jace Hall says, from my ownership, this is all about integrity of the database. It's about holding a platform for all players. It's not about one particular person, no matter what, which I thought was awesome, because that what he's really trying to do is establish to get rid of the old cobwebs of the collusion, I don't want to say not collusion everything, but I want to say miscare, but that's not a good word to use, Michael. That's not a good word. Not a good word at all. So he's still doing that commitment. We might not think that based on all the disputes going on and the length of time that everything goes on, but I think his heart's there. He's probably just tired with all that stuff. So what do you guys think? Did you guys read the article? Give me some feedback. Appreciate it. On to the next story. Okay, well again, this all really ties together. Am I missing one thing? Oh man, am I missing the website? I am missing the website picture I had for you guys. Earlier this week, I just laughed at the Twin Galaxies website. There was nothing about Twin Galaxies on the homepage. The only thing that actually had any correlation to the website was the word records that you would click. Everything else was every other type of league out there, the Fortnite League or the PUBG. It was really funny. I wanted to really talk about that, but I don't have anybody to talk to who's going to definitely give me some opinions on that. But yeah, check out that article. It's a good article that Jace, some quotes that gives us a lot of hope. Everything's still hopefully moving in the correct direction. All right, so back to that. We want to say about a month ago or 3 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago, was this, where are you? False. Come on, Mike. Maybe it's this one. Is that the picture? No, I think this is the picture. Nope, that's not the picture. Only by myself. Oh, that's not it. That's a threat. No, that's the voicemail. All right. There is some things going on. I'll just start here. All right. I don't know. Oh, God. Come on, Mike. Road to Redemption. Okay, this is how it all started. It was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Billy Mitchell was at, we're talking about the Billy Mitchell thing. I don't have Glenn here. I don't have Nick. So I'm going to talk to you, especially you podcast listeners, update you on all this stuff that I would really hope go away, but I know you really want it. If you guys watch Tipster on YouTube, he's been definitely covering it better than we have and set it on the screen if you want to get real in depth. But Billy Mitchell made some public accusations of Twin Galaxies about a conspiracy against them. It was quite ridiculous. There's these panels he had talked for like over an hour. Like I said, go to Tipster on YouTube. You can find out way more information. But basically, he's accusing Twin Galaxies, and basically Twin Galaxies, or AKA Jace Hall, in this matter, the accusation that Mr. Mitchell is producing is false. That they're trying to plot against them. So it got really, this is all drama based, and we haven't heard anything since that. But this is, I want to basically call it a threat that Jace Hall kind of put out, that further continued false accusations by Mr. Mitchell assert any involvement and interest on TG's part doing than other than pursue the facts and the truth in the matter of the aforementioned dispute of Billy Mitchell's scores. I'll just skip to the end. Beginning with the private and unreleased, as a courtesy in parentheses, contents of an unsolicited voicemail left by Mr. Mitchell to TG to the day before the final decision was rendered. So obviously there was something on Mr. Jace Hall's voicemail from Billy Mitchell that looks like it's not, it would make an embarrassment. I don't know if that's fake or not, but that's what Jace Hall posted on the website. Hey, there's a 2-minute voicemail. It's probably about something about that record. But he didn't release it. That was 3 weeks ago. He hasn't said anything yet. So it's very cool. Jace better need to charge his phone. It's 8:53. It's 69%. And I know he doesn't go to sleep till like 3 a.m. So he's going to have to charge that phone for sure. Yes. So what we did on Facebook, where's Nicholas? I don't know. He's driving. He's trying to get here. He was at California Extreme without me. He went all the way to California. He drove from Michigan to California to play Galaga. So yes. Oh man. Oh, yes, by missing the... Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, he definitely missed out. So, trying to go... What else do I have on the agenda? Oh, the poll. So, back to the Mitchell thing. Sorry, I checked the chat. So, we did a poll that regardless, or whatever happened, nothing has happened yet, but we kind of just polled our viewers... Should Jace Hall release the voicemail? Obviously, Billy Mitchell didn't continue any further threats, but if he does, we put a poll out about 3 weeks ago, and it's just interesting to show up. This was on our, yes, it's published by me, if you guys haven't realized. Should Jace Hall release the voicemail? 91% of you said yes. 9 of you said no, out of 151 votes. The only question is, I would like to follow up with all of you who did say yes. Do you want it? Do you believe it would embarrass him, or do you just want to really know what he said? Are you like interested, or you just want to see the embarrassment? If there would be embarrassment, I don't know. I wish I would have heard it because it intrigues me. What did he say for 1:58? Why can't he say it to the rest of us? I don't know. Weird, wild times. And if, by the way, if you have seen this missing bag of tapes, please contact us here at Set on the Screen. You can send us a message on Twitter. We won't catch it. Send us a message on Facebook or the Twin Galaxies website, and we will gladly, if you know the whereabouts of these tapes, or if you have these tapes, we will get them back to the to the proper owners for sure. Yes, for sure. So that's almost all of it. Like I said, there really hasn't been that much going on as competitions or events. The drama, there is a little bit of drama I'll just briefly talk about because I find it really, it's not a coincidence. It's starting to feel like it's not a coincidence. But that, like I said, that's not much else. So thanks for joining us tonight. Make sure you guys love and share our show. We're not on Facebook, but if you have a Prime subscription, you can click that or head on over to Patreon. Last but not least, where all the SOTS rhetoric used to be in. Now, when the money dried up, so that they walked away, Duke. I guess that's it. Things got time. It's summertime. I mean, everyone wants to have fun. Back to it. Oh, okay. So obviously, the most newsworthy stuff of this year hasn't been any competition. Hasn't been like upsetting a Kong off. There's been some pretty notable world records on the website that's come up, but nothing huge or a big surge from a new person. Yeah, we're still ongoing, but it's not daily, it's not weekly, it's monthly. So when you do get our show, it's a thank you for showing up. Yes. Oh yeah, I understand. That's cool. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Well, it's just funny. This whole year has been Todd Rogers in his dispute, Billy Mitchell in his dispute, and we just had that tail end thing at the beginning of the month. The drama continues. People are trying to clean up the scoreboard or just second guess some scores, and there's some easel errors. But what I find funny, I don't want to say funny, I want to say unfortunate, is now there's a new person who's been called out or saying that they're on a witch hunt to get rid of them. It's Triforce Johnson. If you guys haven't noticed, there is a Streets of Rage score, not Streets of Rage, a Contra score in dispute. I don't know if there's a couple more. You definitely want to watch Tipster's video on YouTube to get really in depth about things going on. There's a lot of stuff into that. But here is my weird, wild stuff. Is the three gamers that have been under a microscope for their scores in the past, they are part of this. I don't know if it still exists today, but I don't know if you guys are around who are watching today. It's called the Councils of Gaming Legends, which basically is the makeup. And I don't know what their goal was. I think their goal will show up on my. Their goal was like to keep historic things going because the Hall of Fame was falling apart, etc. Of course, Walter is involved. It's Billy Mitchell, Todd Rogers, Ben Gold, Steve Standers, and Triforce. So everybody keeps saying, well, who's next? Whose scores are going down? Everyone's like, well, what's going on, Mike? I mean, it's like, well, I don't want to say that they're targeted, but it's very bizarre that the Council of Gaming Legends, 2 members have lost all their scores from Twin Galaxies. Now there's a third one that is being under scrutiny, heavy scrutiny. I'm not going to give an opinion on it yet because I haven't read through all the disputes. But, I look at, there could be some confusion and hopefully it's cleared up, or there's some definitely shady things going on. But regardless, the attitude, especially from the past 2 gamers, Todd was at least respectful. Or these past 2 gamers, it's been kind of a crazy thing. So if you guys want to follow up on that stuff, I ain't gonna get too deep. You guys can check out Tipster on YouTube. Yeah, I'm really plugging him. He does some good videos. He does them every day. I don't anymore. But I just want to bring it up right now. Out of the Council of Gaming Legends, there is 3 people up there with so-called fraudulent scores. Steve Sanders, called out by Billy Mitchell, of course. Billy Mitchell and Todd Rogers. And now Isaiah Triforce. So if you guys like drama, check out the Twin Galaxies dispute thread. It's a lot of fun. I'm kind of past that stuff. We did this show every day. Oh yeah, it'd be some yummy stuff. It'd be good stuff to talk about. But I'll leave it at that. So that's basically what's going on at Twin Galaxies. Not much. Hope to have more. There is a possibility. John doesn't know this, but John Salter, I might be visiting him, hopefully with somebody with me, Nick too, to John Salter's Full Blast Arcade. Hopefully maybe I can set a score on a machine, a really good score. But hopefully that's next month. If not, I'll try to get out to you guys when we have a full on. Hopefully Nick will be back. I might have some other people sitting here on the couch with me too, depending on what's going on. I'll just read a couple more comments. Glad you guys made it. I like awesome. The council, yes. Four controversial guys. The only one who's not is Ben Gold. Oh yeah, that's true. At least you saw Ben Gold play on live television and actually win that competition. And like I said, I don't think Walter really knew him before that. But yeah, Roger, I agree with you. Roger says, I hate all this. Legendary players, their best was good enough. I hate the embellishment. Has ruined everything else that they have done. Well, yeah, there are certain things. No closure. I vote on stuff. Yeah, like I said, the dispute thread, like I said, it came in here in September, October of last year. And it's going to be a big growing pain, at least for a couple more years, you know. So hopefully people just submit those scores. And what I really hope, like I said, I kind of do this show. I did not do a good enough job this month of picking out world records. I don't have the resources of the times. But this goes back to my joking about the Twin Galaxies website. I don't know if anybody's watching, or I know Glenn will be watching it. He's a part of it. But Twins Galaxies, I know they want to bring new people in, but they really got to get back to promoting the score itself. I know they don't want to favor anybody, but they got to make it somehow special. And I know for many of you guys who watch us that we provided that special. Every night on Twin Galaxies Facebook page, we would bring you the latest world records. We'd give you props. We would bring brand new people from the community to come on the show. We'd go head to head playing King of Pins. It was a community where everybody enjoyed everybody's accomplishments. Now, granted, you guys out there, you guys pat each other on the back on Facebook, which is all good, but it would be nice to see it more from Twin Galaxies and not so much have to pay $99 for a certificate that said so. They got to get back to promoting the gamers and kind of the scoreboard. That front page, man, if you're a new gamer and you come to Twin Galaxies, you're like, I thought these guys tracked world records. No, it's IGN. Oh, it's just another IGN website. I'll go to IGN. They got better writers and, I can filter what I want to watch, read and stuff. So they got to do that, and they got to get back into the competitions, some type of either online competition or like the Twin Galaxies competition back in 2015, which was awesome, at the Pinball Museum in California. That kind of stuff is what really excites people. Obviously, the world records are still the most important and the legitimacy of them. But hopefully that changes. Hopefully we have more to talk about next month. So thanks for you guys for joining us. I appreciate all the subs. Like I said, don't pay any money, but if you have an Amazon Prime, please go ahead and click it. Or if you directly want to donate to us, get us a little bit more money than only half of your donation. You guys can go over to Patreon. I think I can pull it up. It might not look good, but let me try. Nope, it's not working. It might work. Is it that one? No, it's not going to work. How about that one? And then it's going to be filled with white. There you go. Become a Patreon. Patreon's not on the screen. Doesn't even fit on the screen. That's how low budget we are. So only one guy too. So once again, thanks for joining us. I am running long here because I got really nothing else to say. I did want to check the chat one more time. Anything you guys want me to talk about? You guys got an opinion on something? Throw tomatoes. I agree. Keep throwing the tomatoes. Boo, 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 boo. Twitch. Yeah, that's it. Good night, everybody. I'll play some pinball, Gogar later if you want to watch on this channel. Probably not. Bye.